Hey guys, it's Shane here. Welcome back to the Horror Basement. Man oh man, did I get lucky. I was actually able to dodge all of the spoilers online for Malignant and get to watch it with basically only knowing that it was a horror movie that was being directed and produced by James Wan, who is the guy that brought us Saw, The Conjuring, Insidious, and most importantly, Dead Silence, which is one of my favorite murderous ventriloquist dummy movies. So I went into this movie completely blind, and you should as well. I do recommend you watch this. So if you've managed to avoid all spoilers thus far, shut this video off and go watch Malignant. But just hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that once you're done with the movie, you can find the channel again. So this movie follows a young lady by the name of Madison who has been going through a rough time. She's working long hours, it looks like at a hospital of some kind, and she is heavily pregnant as the movie begins, which doesn't stop her shit-ass boyfriend, husband, significant other character, Derek, from bashing her head into a wall. And not long after that, he is killed by a mysterious and seemingly supernatural force which breaks into their house. And this inciting incident is what moves the plot forward and introduces Madison and her younger sister Sydney to Detective Kakoa and Detective Regina Moss, who are the two cops which are assigned to this murder of Derek and the murders that subsequently follow. And the movie itself really plays out more like a detective thriller than a straight-up, like, traditional horror movie. But the film is, I'd say it takes place in, like, a heightened or a stylized version of reality. Because a lot of this shit isn't going to happen in real life. So don't worry if you're not into, like, crime movies, you're not going to be bored by this. In fact, the one thing I cannot say about this movie is that it's boring. There are a lot of times where, especially if you're taking notes for a YouTube channel or whatever, you don't let yourself get sucked into a movie. But there were a couple times when watching Malignant that I had to, like, put the pen down and just be like, oh shit, this is crazy. And it was really wild, and the supernatural killer we later learn is Gabriel, who is a mysterious figure from Madison's past, who seems to possess, ability to control electricity and super strength and all of this crazy stuff, which admittedly does not get explained at any point during the movie. But the twist ending that takes place at the end of the second act and leads into the third act is really, really cool. And from then, the movie goes just balls to the walls the entire time towards the finish. So if you haven't had the twist spoiled for you yet, I'm about to talk about that. So, like I said, go watch the movie if you haven't seen it yet. 3, 2, 1. Gabriel is a little dude that lives on the back of Madison's head and pops out of her skull, they're like, he's a teratoma, like a conjoined twin almost. And the whole movie follows Gabriel's revenge mission to kill all of the doctors that tried to remove him from Madison back when they were at this, like, secret research facility that only works on, like, unwanted orphans or some shit. But the cool thing about Gabriel is he can, like, pull himself out of the back of Madison's head and then control her body. So you get a lot of, like, backwards karate in this. It's a lot of, like, Gabriel jumping around and running around with his knees backwards. And basically the entire third act of the movie, before we get to the climactic battle, or the climactic ending, is one protracted fight scene that takes place in the jail and police station, where Gabriel is just fucking stomping on people's heads and breaking people's arms and doing backwards karate, and there's gunshots and shit going everywhere. The movie is super gory. it's not trying to be scary in the traditional sense, but it is an entertaining and beautifully shot, compelling ride the whole way through. The cinematography in this just throughout is really beautiful, and they do some interesting things. Like there's this long tracking shot where you're following Madison through her house as she's being chased in her mind. And it's from a bird's eye view, and you see like the entire like interior of the house laid out. The movie's really super interesting. It's really cool to see such a weird off the wall concept for a movie be given this much of a budget, which I guess when you're James Wan, you have the clout to do that. So really appreciate this movie. It's a very, very good looking film, a good entry into the modern horror mythos, and I look forward to seeing any other movie that James Wan puts out after this. Like, if I want more of what Malignant gives, so I'm down for whatever he throws at me. That's going to be it for today's videos, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you have another new movie, or old movie for that matter, that you want me to review, leave it down in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, like I said, to keep up with the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.